Ed Gannon, Randy Burr. Green flag flies and we are underway. Great job, Sergeant McPherson, flashing that green flag atop the starter stand as we go racing Phil's Propane Triple Crown style for the sport trucks.
Ed Gannon III setting the pace down into turns 1 and 2. He's got a 2-truck length advantage over Randy Burr, while Darrell Church and Darrell Dutch dance down into turn number 3 for that third position.
Battle is for third, and hanging on is Dutch. Church up on the high side, sliding back a little bit. Bobby Tripp sitting in 5th and chomping at the bit, trying to work his way into 4th. There goes Church back up on the high side. He'll do Bobby Tripp.
Off the corner they come, Tripp looking for some running room. Barry Shaw right behind him. Then you got Duart, Kahn, Hedges, Cavallero, and Guy all in tow, while Ed Gannon III sets the sail down into turn number 3.
Gannon sets the pace with Burr right behind him. Darrell Dutch with a great run sitting in 3rd here early going. Church gets kicked up on the high side again, continues to backslide. Mike Duart looks to get by him down on the bottom. And there's Barry Shaw all over the rear bumper of Bobby Tripp.
Tripp down to the inside of Dutch as he takes over that 3rd spot. Shaw following him through. Duart goes around off the front straightaway.
Flag racing with 31 laps remaining for the sport trucks.
Ed Gannon and Randy Burr at the top of the field, ready to have at it as they come off of turn number 4. Darrell Dutch, Bobby Tripp, row number 2. Barry Shaw, your top 5. Darrell Church, Mike Duart, Josh Hedges, Andrew Kahn, and Mike Cavallero, your top 10 as they wind it up off of 4. Green flag unfurls, and Burr looks for the jump up on the outside.
Burr tries to hang tough on the outside. Look at Ed Gannon down the back stretch, hard into 3 and 4. Here comes Bobby Tripp on the outside. He's trying to crank up that outside groove. No stranger to it here at Seekonk. Gets squeezed a little bit by Burr. Still hard charging up on the outside through 1 and 2 down the back stretch. That's the battle for second.
Off of turn number 4 they come, wheel to wheel for that number 2 position. Randy Burr on the inside. The J-Corp machine gets a little bit crossed up, some contact there. Tripp's got the momentum up on the outside as they roll down the back straightaway. Half a truck length advantage down into 3.
Bobby Tripp looking to clear the 23 of Randy Burr. Logjam back behind him. Darrell Dutch, Barry Shaw going to the outside as well, trying to crank that up. Last weekend's winner, Josh Hedges, all over the rear bumper of Darrell Dutch as well.
Barry Shaw working that outside lane, trying to follow suit with Tripp to get his number up on the top 3 as he races on the outside of Darrell Dutch into 1 and 2. Josh Hedges, Mike Cavallero in tow right behind.
Battle on the track is for 4th. That's Darrell Dutch and Barry Shaw going at it. Burr hanging on to 3rd. Shaw still working that outside groove. Josh Hedges has jumped out of line as well. Now he tucks it back in behind the 6 of Dutch down the backstretch.
Dutch having a great run, hanging up there tonight as they come off of turn number 4, battling with Barry Shaw for that 4th spot. Shaw has not been able to close that door and keep Dutch out of there as they come down the back straightaway. Hedges trying a 3-wide move, sneaks a peek down to the inside, settles it in as they hit turn 3.
Thought better of it, tucks back in behind Darrell Dutch as they come off of turn number 4. Shaw trying to clear completely. The 6 machine does so. He now moves into 4th by himself. Dutch with the save. Little contact there with Hedges. And a great
trouble off of 2. One truck going around in a cloud of smoke.
Absolutely no fee to Tomasi Law Associates unless they are successful in getting you recovery. Get your case to the finish line fast with Tomasi Law Associates.
Into turn 4, green flag flies. It's Gannon and Tripp at the front of the field. Door to door, down through 1 and 2. And look at Barry Shaw with a run going on that outside groove as well.
Tripp using that outside lane, edging out. Gannon battling back down off of turn number 4, side by side, down into turn 1. Tripp trying to make it 2 for 2 in the Phil's Propane Triple Crown Series, leading the charge by a half a truck length down into 3.
Shaw a little crossed up down the back stretch there. Crossed up for Bobby Tripp as well, opening the door for Shaw. Thought about shooting the middle. Instead tucks back in behind him, but Bobby Tripp has to rein it back in, and this allows Gannon to retake the lead.
Gannon down on the inside as Tripp had to chase that truck up the racetrack off of turn number 4 the last time. Here comes Randy Burr back down on the inside, trying to get a run to the inside of Tripp. A little bit of contact there as they hit the corner. Hard racing down into 1 and 2. Hedges trying to make it 3 wide down the back straightaway.
Josh Hedges makes it 3 wide inside Randy Burr. 3 wide they stay. Coming out of turn 4. Now he tucks it back in behind him as Barry Shaw starts to backslide up on the high side, racing Randy Burr for third.
11 laps complete as they head down into turn number 3. The 38 of Ed Gannon the third, setting the pace. Barry Shaw working that outside lane. Hedges right there below him, right behind that blue 23 of Randy Burr as they come off of turn number 2.
Side by side, Hedges and Shaw battling for fourth. Give the spot to Hedges that time as he's all over the rear bumper of Randy Burr. Shaw now falls in behind Hedges as the field strings itself out nose to tail around the third mile here at Seekonk.
Hedges has got a good run now. Takes a look to the inside of Burr. Down into turn number 3. They do a little beating and banging off of 4. Down to the stripe. Burr is able to hang on that time across the stripe. But down into 1 and 2. Hedges has got the spot down into 3.
Josh Hedges takes over third. There goes Barry Shaw filling in underneath Randy Burr. Halfway through this feature, Ed Gannon doing a great job holding off Bobby Tripp at the front of the field. The trucks on the charge. Josh Hedges and Barry Shaw.
Into 3 and 4 they go. Darrell Dutch back on the tear, down on the inside, back up inside. The top 5 is at maroon and white number 6. Puts his number into the 5 spot, sets his sights on Barry Shaw. Here comes Cavallero and Duarte on the inside.
Outside looking is Bobby Tripp. He takes a peek to the outside of Gannon as they cross the flag stand. Josh Hedges mirroring the 81, following him around the track as they come off of turn number 2 and down the backstretch.
Tripp looking for a way by that red number 38, the diamond-owned machine. And while he looks to the outside, here comes Hedges. Down to the inside goes Tripp, nose to tail. Shaw is right there as well. Don't count either one of these 3 drivers out as we've got 12 laps to go this time across the stripe.
Here comes Ed Gannon leading the race with Bobby Tripp directly behind him as they come up on the 26 truck of Tom Watson, trying to get to him, put him a lap down, possibly next lap by. Here comes Ed Gannon off of turn 3, Bobby Tripp in tow, and Josh Hedges, your top 3.
Gannon leading the charge off of turn number 2, opens up a truck length advantage over Tripp as they hit turn number 3. The 29 of Hedges glued to that rear bumper of the white number 81. They hit the front stretch, 10 laps to go.
10 laps remaining. Can Ed Gannon hold off the 81 of Tripp and the 29 of Hedges? Lurking in the weeds, sitting in 4th is Barry Shaw Jr. Should either driver slip up as well. Gannon trying to hold off a host, 3 drivers as they hit into 1 and 2.
Darrell Dutch having problems, struggled on into turn 1. Cavallero and Burr get sideways. Cavallero is able to keep on going. Burr keeps on going as they head down into turn 1. Battle is for second down in the corner.
Great job, great save for Randy Burr. Went a little excavating as the 04 goes off the pace as well of Maddie Harkin. She's failing to keep up to speed. That might bring out the caution right there, and it does.
For the Phil's Propane Triple Crown Series, Ed Gannon the third and Bobby Tripp will have at it one more time as they come off of turn number 4. Green flag unfurls as they thunder down into turn number 1.
Gannon and Tripp side by side as they come off of turn 2 and down the backstretch. Tripp surges ahead into 3 and 4, but Gannon not giving him any room down on the bottom. Look at Hedges taking a peek down low, thought about making it 3 wide and then ducks back in.
Tripp gets a little crossed up. Here comes Gannon back down to the inside. Hedges is right there. Here comes Shaw working that outside lane. Bobby Tripp is now able to shut the door on the 38 with 6 laps to go.
Tripp edges ahead, 6 laps remaining. Gannon trying to hang on to second, but Josh Hedges all over the rear bumper of his old truck.
Right behind them, the 6 and the 4. Pierre Darrow's having at it for that 6th position. Church in the 4, Dutch in the 6th, Lenny Guy, Mike Cavallero, all right there in that fight.
Barry Shaw now in the hunt as he's battling Hedges for third. Shaw has finished third each of the first 2 weeks of the season. Bobby Tripp setting sail at the front of the field while Hedges and Shaw do battle for third.
Side by side off of turn number 2. Hedges trying to work that outside lane. Shaw down on the inside as they come off of 4. 1 mile remaining. Tripp sets the pace. Second is Ed Gannon. Third is a virtual dead heat. That time it was Hedges by a hair.
Hedges trying to hang on the high side. Now ducks in behind the 85 of Shaw. Shaw takes over third. Hedges looks underneath him. Twin sticks in the air for Bobby Tripp.
The Volvo Incorporated 85 of Shaw sits in the number 3 spot, but a lot of pressure from behind from Hedges. White flag unfolds as Bobby Tripp sets the pace. The battle is for third that we're watching. Shaw hanging on, Hedges on his tail.
Hedges all over the rear bumper of Barry Shaw as they come off of turn 2 for the final time. Checkered flag flies as Bobby Tripp's going to take down the checkered flag. Josh Hedges will finish 4th, Barry Shaw 3rd, and Ed Gannon the 3rd comes home runner-up.
Some great racing throughout, and how about that? Win number 2 on the 2018 season. How about
3 races, 3 third-place finishes. How was the truck tonight?
Truck was good, definitely good. I got to thank my dad. He really works his butt off to get us here every week. I can't thank him enough, and I just want to wish him happy Father's Day.
All right, had some good battle going there with Josh Hedges in the battle for third. What was going on there?
What was going on there was I wanted third. I didn't want fourth. I needed to pick up one more spot, and I did. And he raced me clean. I raced him clean, and it was fun. I had a good time.
Finish of the year. Spent a lot of time at the front of the pack here tonight. How was the truck?
Truck was really good at the beginning of the race, but then I just started losing the rear end of the truck. It just started getting looser and looser. I got Bobby off that first restart, but I didn't think I was going to get him off that second one. He ran a great race. I got to thank Jay Diamond and his wife for giving me this opportunity to drive this truck, having a real lot of fun with it. I also got to thank my buddy Steve. He's the one that set the truck up last night. Wasn't really good last week. Really good tonight. I got to thank Danny Moore, who takes care of the motor, the tool consignment shop, SMR Recycling, Anawam Glass, and everybody else that comes to the track and helps us out. And I want to thank the fans in Seekonk Speedway.
Making it a habit winning these Triple Crown races.
Well, I hope so. That's what I came here to do. Win races.
A great job. Second restart. You had Ed covered there on that second one. How was the truck here tonight?
Truck's doing really well. I keep working at it, and we're going to get it to go even better. I'm having a lot of fun out here. These guys are tough competitors. Hats off to the 38. You did a great job holding me off, and I just waiting for another caution, and then we were able to prevail. He ran me hard and clean.
You look to be having fun over here on turn 4. Got a little bit loose. Had to chase it up the track a bit. How was that?
Yeah, well, there's a little contact there, but he's doing his job, and that's what it's all about. I mean, I'm happy I came out straight.
That's some good racing right there. I know you got some people you want to thank.
Yeah, I got to thank my dad. I didn't thank him last time, so it's Father's Day, and this is for you, Dad. My mom for raising me at this place. All the sponsors, the owner, Roy, Bob, my crew, all the crew members that have helped me out. I can't say enough for that. That just means everything. I want to thank the fans for coming because, without you people, we ain't going to be here.